Yeah, that officer needs to go. Way too aggressive.
Get out. Get out.
Yeah, doesn't need to do that.
Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
Oh, I f***ing hate these.
They over here beating on Tyreek, man.
You know who that is, right?
Huh?
You know who that is?
No.
It's one of the Dolphins' star players.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? And what you should have said is, oh, shit. All right, guys, my name is Attorney Derek Martin. I am a traffic ticket and DUI defense attorney here in Illinois. And on this channel, we react to basically police videos, arrest videos. I have not seen this. I know that this Tyreek Hill stuff is in the news. I was at a restaurant and I saw like cops taking him to the ground for a couple seconds. I saw it like on the news, but there's no audio. I haven't seen any of this actually. So it'll be a real reaction, just like you get on all of our videos on this channel. So I will pause it along the way. I will give you the good. I will give you the bad. And I definitely want to hear yours in the comments as well. Let's get into this video. All right, so we got an officer on a bike. Oh, there it is, flies by. He did. He was going fast as he drove by. Nothing crazy. Audio probably.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Like what?
The window up and down.
Why you have it up?
Man, they got 4 cops immediately. That's crazy. Like, I know it's around the stadium and, you know, it's busy and there's a million cops out, but man, 4 of them on. Kinda, I mean, I'm reading into it for sure, but I think that's sort of a group herd mentality, right? They're all they see one car and they all radio each other and get 4 of them to stop, basically. They herd it out. Yeah. Kind of tells you their mentality, right? Before they've even spoken to the driver. Looks like he comes up and says, why don't you have your seatbelt on? You know, it's not how an officer's typically trained to do it, right? Or, you know, start sort of ask. But anyways, no big deal there. And then, yeah, I'm trying to figure out this window thing. You know, that's a big issue here. Window's down right now. They're talking. Do what you gotta do. And he rolls it up. All right, so the way I'm analyzing this is the window was down when the cops approached, I think, which is smart. Like, you've all heard this before. When a cop approaches your vehicle, the best thing to do is, yeah, have the music down, hands on the wheel, with the window down, right? And it seems like I didn't see his hands, but it seems like that's essentially what he did. Cop comes up and asks, you know, why don't you have your seatbelt on, which, whatever. Do what you got to do is kind of what Tyreek says, and then rolls up his window. That's at least what I'm seeing. You know, there may be more to this, but that's what I see, which, you know, that's not the way you want to handle that if you are the driver, Tyreek or anyone else. There's just no purpose in that, you know, like, he's not driving drunk. He probably doesn't have, you know, a dead body in the trunk. Like, why? Like, what are you accomplishing by doing that? By saying, do what you got to do and rolling up the window. What is the end goal? What is that action should be, if you're going to take that action, should be intended to accomplish something. What is he trying to accomplish with that? Nothing. Probably just being apprehensive, right? Which I get, but it's just not the recommended way to handle it by Tyreek. So now these officers, yeah, the window's rolled up. So let's see what they do.
Keep your window down. Manny. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me your ass, Mom. Get out of the car. Give me your ass. We'll break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Order. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. Get out. Get out.
That's an order. I mean, you don't have to say this is a lawful order for it to be an order. You say get out of the car. Now, what's the reasonableness there? It has to be, there's a reasonableness standard in getting someone out of the car. It's because he rolled his window up. It's because he rolled his window up. What the alternative is to get him out of the car. So I think these officers are going to be justified in getting him out of the car. Did they do it right? Legally justified in getting him out of the car, I think. Did they do it right? No, man, they were super short with him. Like, they could have absolutely de-escalated, talked, slowed it down. Yeah, they did not de-escalate. In fact, they escalated, I think. So I think so far blame is on both sides a little bit, but nothing crazy.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
No, yeah, doesn't need to do that.
No,
Doesn't need to do that.
Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested.
Doesn't need to do that.
I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out,
You
bro.
understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you.
I'm getting
You're a little
out.
confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
All right, bro. Take
Too
me to
late.
jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew. Hey,
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
bro. Y'all
Don't move.
good. Bro, you beating on my window.
Yeah, that officer needs to go. Way too aggressive. I mean, he got out of the car. They opened the car door. They knew he was coming out of the car. He wasn't kicking him, punching him, fighting him, and they took him to the ground. Yeah, I think I'm not surprised if that cop. I mean, it's high profile. I mean, this shit happens. That's the real shame here is this shit happens all the time, and no one hears about it. It's not on the news, and the cops get away with it. This time, not gonna get away with it. I think because it's someone high profile. But yeah, that's the real shame here is this shit happens all the time. And I don't think the cop didn't need to take him to the ground right there. It's that group mentality. It's that you insulted me. You didn't listen. We're going to do things my way, not your way, which is just not good police work. We got to think of this in like a couple different frameworks. One is, did the cop do anything illegal? I don't know, man. I don't think this cop's getting charged by the whatever county this is, right? Miami-Dade or whatever, probably. I don't think the cop's getting charged with any criminal offense for this. No, I don't. But could Tyreek sue? Yeah, probably for taking him to the ground, especially if he's injured at all, which he's not. He played in a football game an hour or two later, right? But that makes that claim stronger. I think it could, right? Lawful detention, I think it could. I mean, but it doesn't mean he's going to prevail. It doesn't take much to sue. All it takes is a complaint and to pay the filing fee. So now it's a question of like, did the officer follow police department policies and procedures? That's the question in terms of will there be repercussions for this officer? Because I don't think there's going to be criminal repercussions for this officer. I don't think, because thankfully no one's really hurt or anything like that. I don't think there's going to be like a huge monetary settlement here or anything. So the question is, did the officer follow the department's procedures and best practices? And if not, are they going to reprimand him? I think absolutely they could. I don't know Miami's, what is this? Or is Florida Highway Patrol or Miami Police? I don't even know what agency it is. Probably Florida Highway Patrol. Did they follow their procedures in terms of escalation? I don't know what they are, but I'm going to guess no. I'm going to guess that an analysis would say, no, this is not how we want to be doing our police work. I think they could reprimand him as much as fire him for that, right? That's kind of where I fall on, and I would not mind seeing that because, this officer is saying his first time doing that. This is not his first time, that's for sure. Way too quick, way too aggressive, just escalated it when that's almost certainly there is de-escalation training and it was not used here.
Like you crazy.
You set him up?
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, bro, dude beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Damn.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey.
What are they arresting him for? That's the question, right? We've got a speeding ticket, maybe a no seatbelt ticket. What is the criminal offense that he committed? I don't know. Rolling up the window, not illegal. Refusing to get out of the car when instructed to by the officer by giving a lawful command, then that technically does. That's an obstruction, right? You are lawfully ordered to get out of the car, you got to get out. They didn't give him time to do that. There's no way you can charge him with that or stick to that. There's some reasonableness standard here, right? Order, it's not an immediately comply, right? You get the order, there's sort of a reasonableness standard here in terms of how much time you have to comply. Nothing to charge them with. So this is what happens when cops quickly escalate, is they get this guy out of the car. They didn't just talk to him. They take him to the ground. And of course, when they take someone to the ground, they cuff him, right? And now they've got this guy in cuffs with no charges, with nothing. And that's where cops get in trouble. And so what is the actual thing that they did? It was escalated. Yes, this is what we talk about in a lot of different videos. So now they've got a guy who maybe don't even realize is famous yet. They're about to, I think. They've got a guy in handcuffs, a high-profile guy in handcuffs who didn't commit any criminal offense. That's a problem if you're law enforcement.
Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I just had surgery in your ears when we come there with your window down.
Chill, bro. Hey, Joe New, bro.
Back up.
Hey, call Drew.
Group mentality.
Hey, call Drew, bro. Call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro.
Is that another player? I saw him posting like a Maybach. Yeah.
Hey.
What am I doing that's wrong?
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, they got Tyreek. The cops over here beating on him, man. They over here beating on Tyreek,
Listen, big
man.
man, don't park there, man. Just get in
Hey,
the car.
hey, Drew, you gotta come, man.
Just get in the car.
Straight up the side, on the side of the,
Hey, get in the car. You're parked in the middle of the street.
I'm in the car.
You gotta go before you get a ticket.
Hey,
I'm
you're in the car.
Who's the driver? This is my car.
All right, move.
All right, I'll take that.
You gotta move right now.
I'm coming, man.
Let me have your license. You're gonna have to get too.
I'm coming.
Let me have your license. You're gonna have to. Let me have your license.
I'm leaving.
I'm not playing. Let me have your license.
Leaving. Yo, what's
Your
going
license
on?
right now.
Sir, what's going on,
Your license
man?
right now. You're not gonna give me your license?
Get in the car and leave.
You're not gonna give me your license? I'm leaving.
Let me have your license. Your license right now.
Sir, you want me to
Hey,
leave?
your license right now.
I'm leaving.
Or I'm gonna lock you up.
just told
Your
me to
license
leave.
right now.
He just told me to
Your
leave.
license right now.
Sir, he just-
You're dealing with me now.
Sir.
Your license right now. We're not playing this game here, man.
What game? What game? What is the game? I'm not playing this game where you watch me make improper, I'll call it illegal arrests. Yeah. Oh, I fucking hate these. These cops are way too aggressive. Way too aggressive and escalating this situation. Terrible job by these police. I want to go back. I'm not going to spend the time doing it, but I want to see if it's one, I think it's at least two cops who are escalating this situation. So those two can expect some trouble.
Get my bag. Let me get my
All right,
bag.
go get your license.
Let me get my bag. He's giving you a lawful command. You need to step back.
I'm glad y'all having a great day, though.
Go back.
I ain't finna run, but you can let me go, though. I just wanna look around.
I could run fastest guy in the NFL.
But I can look around, though, right?
It's on camera that you're moving, you're tensing up, and you're moving away from my control. Are you?
But no, I can't run.
Okay.
I'm not gonna run, bro.
Make sure you don't run.
I promise you I ain't gonna run, bro. If I wanted to run, I would have been ran and shit. Bro, grab me by my neck.
Why is he acting up like that? You know who that is, right?
Huh?
You know who that is?
No?
It's one of the Dolphins' star players.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's
You
why it's
didn't
such a big
know.
thing.
Oh, yeah? And we should have said, oh, shit. Because now the police work that I do to citizens all over Miami is now going to come to the light of day.
Hold on, can I stand up? Can I stand up? Nah, dude, tackle me on my. Like he really hit me on my knee on this seat and shit. No, so look, he told me to pull over, right? And I pulled over. He was like, "Fight to see."
I'll bet you that guy in the baseball hat is, he's got to be some sort of sergeant or something because now they're realizing what's going on. And you got somebody calmer. You're giving him the opportunity to explain himself. That's the way it should have gone from the start.
But I'm like, sir, was I speeding? He was like, nah. He was like, yeah, you were speeding. I'm like, sir, I was going 55 in a 40. Okay, that's cool. I was like, okay, right there.
Give me the ticket, exactly.
Right there, ticket so I can go. He was like, so like he started walking away. I let my window back up and I put my seatbelt on, right? So he was like, oh, put your window. I said, I'm not gonna put my window down, bro. I'm not, bro. I'm gonna call Drew. So I called Drew. You know Drew Brooks, right? So I called Drew to make sure everything was straight. He started getting hostile. He's like, get out the car, get out the car. I said, bro, what? Let me call Drew first. Give me 1 second, sir. I never once got out of control or nothing. But then they pulled me out the car, slammed me on my knee, and he fucked. No, I got tendonitis again, bro. Like my whole knee. So really, bro. Hey, can you
Guys
take these off
walking
me
into the
though?
game like, oh.
Please. Hey, you should have been here. You should have been here. Hey, I'm not playing today. All because of y'all. But I appreciate the check y'all gave me though. I appreciate the check you gave me. Appreciate it.
That seems like you need it, man. You gotta make sure.
I don't give a none of that, bro. Hey, stay right there. Pull your camera out. Pull your camera out. Thank you, guys. They arrested. Hey, thank you. They slammed me on the ground, bro.
Keep going.
Nah.
I mean,
That's
I would
crazy,
tell
bro.
Tyreek, just
I'm talking about, bro.
you de-escalate, you just keep quiet here.
No shit, bro. That's real embarrassing of y'all, bro. For dude to slam me on my knee like that.
Listen,
Like
man.
he a whole
You
like,
wanna hear me out?
huh?
You wanna hear me out?
What?
You're driving reckless since behind the turnpike, and that's the reason they called out your vehicle, saying you were driving reckless
But
on
they
the
don't
radio.
still give you no reason to pull me, snatch me out my car, do it? Do that?
He admitted everything 5-5. You're you, bro.
Huh? Do that
If
give
you're
you a
driving like a
reason?
normal person,
Do that give you a reason to snatch you out? Do that give you a reason to snatch me out my car?
Now this is where I would, stop talking, right? I mean, because you already heard the guy right there in the helmet's like, you heard him, you say, right? Everything you say, canon will be used against you. And yes, they will construe this as an admission. Well, that doesn't give you a reason to, right? He didn't deny it. So you can hear someone arguing that that's an admission to that prior reckless driving. It seems like they were saying they called in his car because there's a report of him driving recklessly. We don't, at least here, I don't see that on camera. It doesn't seem to be on camera. Which may or may not be true. But like, if I were representing him, you bet I would subpoena those 911 calls and any call logs to see, radio comms, everything, to see if there actually was someone who called it in or if they're just justifying after the fact. Big, sort of issue there that I would want to look into if I were representing him. And you can get all that. That's all there. So that'll be interesting to see if that comes out. But yeah, Tyreek, stop talking.
Do that give you a reason to snatch me out my car?
Do me a favor, wait over there, man. By the
Do that give you a reason to snatch me out my car?
Do me a favor, wait
Do that
over
give you
there.
a reason to snatch me out my car?
you don't follow
Then
that
look,
forward,
how
Like
do
I
you?
just said,
You got proof of that,
over there.
sir?
You can film what you want from over there.
You got 25 feet from us.
Hey.
By state law. Move. By state law. Move.
Talking about I'm driving reckless.
sure, man.
Look at this ass. Hey,
Listen, I'll tell you what. You take it 25. I give you 25.
hey, that's a tough guy right there. Hey, that's a tough guy right there. Appreciate it. Hey, you don't tell me to relax, man. Bro, you don't tell me to relax, bro. You been squeezing the hell out my neck. You don't tell me to relax.
Big muscular man says
I'm
look at the sort of guy I
big
am.
muscular man. How about you show how muscular you are, Mr. Dunk? Talking about I'm driving reckless, bro. Dude done slammed me on my knee. That don't give like, let me slam him on his knee like that.
Tyreek,
I bet his ass
just
be
chill. I know
complaining.
you're mad, but
Write me a ticket for catching me speeding right there.
Yep.
Right there. That way he caught me speeding right there. 55 miles per hour. Write me a ticket right there. Right over there.
yep.
Mr. Tough Guy right there. Hey, Mr. Tough Guy, what's your name? Hey, Mr. Tough Guy, what's your name?
Don't worry.
Goddamn. I'm just being black in America, bro. That's all it
We're
is.
dark too, brother. We're people of color too. Don't play like that.
I'm just being a black man in America, bro. In a nice car. That's it. That's it. Let me just write me my ticket, man. Do whatever you gotta do. Hey, he don't help with that one.
Let me stand them up so I can take off his
I'm
clothes.
going home. Send me up. I'm going home, bro.
Is that Drew?
Fuck ass cops, bro.
Alright, come over here. Don't fall off the sidewalk.
Bro, like, we got no, bro. Then this dude here, like, man, I'm already rich. I don't need.
Open your legs.
I didn't know. You see what he said? Open your legs.
Just let him lean forward a little.
These cops are weird. Just go with the ring.
They unlocking them?
You right. Almost over. You right. Appreciate it. Hey,
Hold on, man.
thank you.
Hold on.
Appreciate it, bro.
Hold on.
Thank you, guys. You okay? Nah, I'm not, bro. I'm finna go home.
There's
bro.
Drew.
These cops.
Who's the guy in the red? I wouldn't be surprised. It's probably
Go pictures. Okay. Take a picture of that officer too. Don't worry, it will be. All gonna be done. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Do me a favor, just let me get it.
Hold on, let me talk to my mom real quick.
This is what makes reactions so dangerous for me, is to, sort of weigh in without having seen the full thing. So now that I've seen the full thing, here's what I'm going with. 20% on Tyreek, 80% on the cops. And the 20% on Tyreek is essentially just rolling his window back up, which is not actually illegal. I mean, as far as I know, and I don't know about Florida, but, the mere act of rolling your window up is not illegal, right? And the closest he got, I don't know if he was, driving recklessly or not. I don't know. But he was speeding, like he said, give me the ticket, whatever. No seatbelt, not a great idea there, Tyreek. You should wear your seatbelt, buddy. But it's a traffic ticket, no big deal, right? So these are just traffic tickets. Rolls his window up, not advised. I'm saying do not do that. That is, unless you got a good reason, like you're about to run, there is no good reason to roll your window up while you're basically interacting with the cops. I know some people may not like that, but that is not good advice. That is not a good thing for Tyreek to do. That is what escalated it. He bears some culpability in that, but he did not do anything illegal necessarily. Then they gave him this no time whatsoever, switched it over to a command to get out of the car, gave him no time really to comply with that, popped his door open with the, and then pulled his ass out and put him to the ground. That is where these cops, we get the 80%, maybe even a little more, because they didn't de-escalate. They escalated. They, did give a lawful command, but gave him no time to comply with that lawful command of getting out of the car. When they did get out of the car, they took him straight to the ground, totally unnecessarily. And then when he's standing there and he's talking with them, they ring him around the neck and sit him down on the curb. Again, totally over the top, aggressive. Then they turn on other people who absolutely have the right to stand there and watch and record. I get it. They do need to stay a certain distance away. They cannot interfere. And technically, if they're pulled over on the side of the road and that's a no parking, that's a traffic ticket though. I mean, right? So they start, give me your ID, all this shit. Now you'll go to jail too. It's just terrible. It's not what you want your local law enforcement or your law enforcement to do. I think that the one super aggressive one who took him to the ground outside the car, and especially if that's the same guy who rang him around the neck and sat him down, that guy's got to go. For sure. Because if he's doing it here on the side of the road, he's doing it to other people as well. And it's just not how you want that's not who you want interacting with your citizens, someone with that temperament. That's where you got to get the breakdown where there are other ones like that. There were certainly some officers that were, slower, logical, talking in a calmer and de-escalating, right? There were some they were de-escalating. There was one or probably two, it seemed like to me, that were not. And there's no question that they've already done a full breakdown of this. And in other words, probably the Miami-Dade County State's Attorney's Office, probably district attorney, whatever they call it there. Certainly some people within the law enforcement department have broken this down and figured out who's who and who is saying what. And they've more analysis than I've done here. But I bet you we see a couple cops either get let go or at least reassigned because of this, because it's a very bad look. Very, very bad look. And of course, they had no choice but to let him go at the end because he never committed any criminal offense. None there that we could see. So you can't arrest somebody because because the cop's an aggressive asshole. That's not a reason to put someone in handcuffs and make an arrest. So, yep, I think Tyreek has got a case here if he really wanted to pursue this civilly. But I think perhaps more importantly is some of these officers will just get reprimanded. Our main man Salda here was able to pull up the 2 citations here. The seatbelt, whatever. You didn't have a seatbelt on, you get to take it for a seatbelt. The careless driving one is interesting. That's different than reckless driving. They sort of claimed he was driving reckless. I'm not sure where the carelessness comes in. I didn't see the carelessness. I think he could have gotten a speeding ticket if they got him on radar or LiDAR or pacing. Those are the methods here. Then he should have gotten the ticket for driving down this street too fast. He did look like he was going at a higher rate of speed. I don't know, 15, 20 miles an hour over. But I don't know what their policies are. An officer, some places, you can just spot it. An officer is allowed to write a ticket on just seeing it and making an estimation. That wouldn't really fly here in Illinois. You have to do radar, LiDAR, or pacing. Doesn't look like they did those things. So that ticket wouldn't fly here. But, all right, so they give him careless driving. When was he carelessly driving? Was it when he was speeding too fast? Was it when, earlier cops didn't see him, but somebody called in? Is that the basis for the careless driving? It's not clear to me. I think he probably even wins that ticket as well. Wouldn't be surprised if they just, dismiss that and brush that under the rug, or, someone will go to court for him. He'll pay $150 or whatever it is for the seatbelt ticket, and the careless driving goes away. Something like that will happen. But yeah, even a little suspect on the careless driving. But the cops, I had to write him something, right? I think it's telling that they didn't write a speeding ticket. They didn't write reckless based on earlier. They're like, careless. I don't know. I think that's kind of the way that went there. They got to write him something for the way he was driving, I think, to justify all this bullshit we did afterwards. So I think that's kind of what went down there. But I don't know. We'll see. I think this is a cool story now, and now I'm hooked. I want to follow it. I mean, Tyreek gets a B-. I mean, it could have been avoided, right? I mean, if you're okay just getting the traffic ticket, and guys, a speeding ticket 15 miles an hour over is never a criminal offense. It is not. It is a traffic ticket. And you cannot be arrested for just a pure traffic ticket. So there was no threat there. He could have avoided it just by keeping that window down. There's no reason he would have been on his way. None of this would have been an issue, right? So Tyreek, I will say, caused that. It's a loose word, right? By doing that. But again, he didn't commit a criminal offense. So I'm giving him a B-. And next time, I hope he handles it a little bit better. And maybe a good thing would be if we all learned a little bit from here and the proper way to handle a traffic stop. So Tyreek rolling up the window may have been a spark for it, but the officers escalated the hell out of it. And for that, I just give him an F. It's fun. I give him an F. I mean, seriously though, that is a pretty terrible job by the officers. I get both sides of this. If you just roll your window up and comply, then you don't have to deal with this, right? Yeah, but I'm going to hold officers to a higher standard. There's no policy and procedure on how Tyreek Hill is supposed to act when he gets pulled over, how the citizen is supposed to act when they get pulled over. There are policies and procedures about how you conduct a traffic stop and de-escalate a situation and lawfully order someone out of the car and place someone in handcuffs when they have committed a criminal offense only. And that's just not what the officers did, so they get an F for that. All right, guys, there you go. That's my reaction to this, video that's all over the news. I could see how both sides are going to argue on this one because there is culpability on both sides. If you ask me, it falls far more on the law enforcement than it does on the driver, on Tyreek. But in the end, I'm glad he didn't get charged with him. There was nothing to charge him with. They had to take the handcuffs off him, let him go in the stadium, and they won that game. So, there's my analysis. I think this is a super interesting one, and I don't think the debate on this one will die down anytime soon. I see why people are going to make an issue of this on both sides.